Hi everyone, I hope all is well. Just wanted to give you an update on what is happening lately in the mortgage rates. As everybody knows that the mortgage rate is going up. It just passed 4% and for the fixed rate right now. Variable still the prime is 2.75, so hasn't changed. I sent you an chart. If you can open that chart, and it's a you can compare the rate between the variable and fixed since 1995. I don't want you to go that far. If you go back to like 2008 and 2009 and look at the rate, and you will see that it's always the variable was the better choice, and the rate. Um, yes, sometimes if you got a fixed rate 6 7 months ago for like 1.9, you might have a better rate now when the prime goes up compared to variable. But I'm talking about the life of your mortgage. If you go like look at the 25-year amortization, 30 years amortization, and no matter what, you always stay with the variable, you will save lots of money. And this chart can show you. I know that everybody is worried about what is going to be the how rate is going to go up and how much is going to be in the future. If you look at the page 3 of what I send you, you can look at the rate for variable rate for different years here. You can see it. And if you look at like before COVID, 2016, 2017, 2018, the rate was something between 2.7, 3.2, something around that. It was between 2.7 to 3.2 or 3.5. And these are the rate before COVID. So for rate to be this much today, for people who have a discount, say 1% discount on their mortgage, to have it a rate of 3, you need to, the prime should goes up to 4%. Right now it's 2.75. So by the time its rate goes, they raise the prime to 4%, then you're gonna have a mortgage of 3%. So I don't know if this is happening or not. But what I know is we're not going to have a higher rate than before the COVID. The economy of the world is still hurting. And I know that inflation is high. But if you look at the inflation, just what is the reason of the inflation? Is it the lower rate? I don't think so. If you look at we still have a problem to transportation of goods and everything. The high value of the gasoline. China still is dealing with the COVID. They closed a big part of the country last week. Things like that. The war with Russia and the gas is going up, and all of those things. Oil price is going up. So do you think that if they raise the interest rate, is that gonna solve all of this problem? I don't think that the high inflation is because of the low rate. And I think the governments know that. And we have like, for the last 2 years, all this business hurt because of the COVID. And some of them, they are vanished. They are not even exist anymore. And those that they exist, do you think that government gonna raise the rate so much so that these people cannot survive as well? I don't think so. So I think the worst case scenario is we're gonna go back to what it was before the COVID. The rate that is showing 2017 is 2.7. That means that if you had a discount of 1%, the prime was 3.7. The prime right now, so many of you guys have a very good discount on the prime. So it depends on what is your discount. You can calculate how many times the prime should goes up. That if you fix your mortgage today, which is higher than 4%, it's gonna benefit you. And as I always said, remember, breaking a fixed mortgage, you pay 5-6 times more penalty than a variable mortgage. And if you, for some reason, have to pay that penalty, then this chart's number is just changing. Everything gonna be so much higher than what is here because of the penalty you are paying. So I'm still thinking the variable is much better. It's the better option. And I stayed with variable for my mortgage as well. One more thing that people talking about it, and I saw unfortunately some agents talking about it too. They were talking about, okay, now that the rate is up, the number of buyers gonna be limited, and we have less buyers now because the amount of mortgage they can get is gonna be lower. This is not true. We are qualifying people based on benchmark because of the stress test. So even when the rate was 1.5, 1.4, we still were qualifying people based on 5.25. So as long as the rate is not as high as 5.25, the amount of the mortgage that people can get is not going to change. So yes, 2-3 years ago, before stress test, if the rate was 2.5, you could get this much mortgage, but it was like 3.5, you could get less mortgage because that rate would affect your monthly payment and the amount of mortgage you can get. But right now, it's last 2 years because of the stress test, we qualifying people based on a very higher rate than they get. So that's not going to change the amount of the mortgage you can get. It's not changing anything for the amount of mortgage. Yes, your payment is going to change, but not the amount of the mortgage. If you have any question, give me a call. Look at this chart. It's really helpful. You can look at that and just, see what's going on in last 10-20 years in mortgage history, and it can help you to figure out what is going to go in future. If you have a question, just give me a call back. Sorry for it was a longer video today, but I had to explain a little bit more about all of this thing. Have a great day.